a minute because I know it takes a few minutes. I have not done a YouTube live in a hot second. So I am super excited for the playback. I don't want to just be sitting here like, I see some people are joining. If you can hear me, guys, make sure you write in the chat. That way I know everything is working. Again, I haven't done one of these in a long time, so I want to make sure everything is working good. And it may take me a minute to get acclimated to this because I haven't done it in a long time. But again, if everything's working on your end, you can hear me, put it in the comments. And I know on this Restream app thing that I use, the comments are a little bit delayed versus what you guys see on YouTube in the little chat thing below. So give me some grace as far as like answering questions and stuff. But I see you guys joining in. How are we doing this Thursday? How are we doing in November already? Like, how is that even possible? Okay, thank you guys. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Kimberly, saying that we can hear you and it is working. Yay, yay. I'm so excited. So I'm so excited to come and talk with you guys. Again, we haven't done one of these in a hot second. And these lives are just to check in with you guys and answer questions, especially because in the vlogs and the different videos and stuff, I try to answer questions as much as possible. But I know I definitely skip some sometimes. So I want to make sure that we are like chatting about all the things. So what do we want to talk about today? What's on our minds? What do we want to elaborate on? That is what we're here, just to chit chat and hang out for a little bit. Hey, Sherry. Thanks for joining today, girl. I'm glad you guys can hear me. I'm glad the technology is on my side for once. Christy, hello. Made it to a live. Hello, Angela. Y'all are so sweet. Hi, Stephanie. Hey, Kathy. Okay, y'all can hear me. And again, I know that this might be a little delayed from what you guys are seeing on YouTube. So give me a little break, okay? I need a gym routine, Chrissy says. Y'all, that's one question I've been getting asked a lot. Like, how do I come up, or y'all are asking me like, hey, Nicole, how do I come up with a gym split? Like, how do I come up? I'm lost. I have no idea. I have no idea what to do with the machines in the gym. I'm intimidated, all those questions. Guys, what I literally did in the very beginning when I first joined Planet Fitness in 2019, first off, my gym split was nowhere where it should have been. Okay. Like knowing now, that's why I document everything in a vlog for y'all still, because I'm still an open book. I'm still learning myself. But if I could go back in 2019 and tell myself what to do as far as gym stuff and food wise, I would be in a way different position than I am sitting today. However, I digress. What I did in the beginning, just to get acclimated with the machines and with exercises, is Pinterest and YouTube is your best friend as far as like typing it. If you're wanting to focus on quads, type in quad machine exercises if you have access to machines, or if you only have dumbbells, quad dumbbell exercises, and see what pops up, and you kind of make your own split from there. There's lots of online guides and stuff that you guys can purchase. Y'all know I haven't done that personally. I've just made my own over time, but I definitely would tweak things 3 years ago than what I'm doing now for sure. Hello, hello. How did the boys enjoy Halloween? Sherry says, oh my gosh, it was awesome. It was an amazing day and night. I vlogged it. I think that's the vlog that's up right now. The current one. Yeah, it should be, right? I get lost with time. As far as documenting our Halloween, I did a little bit. So we went to the same place we always do as far as trick-or-treating, and it's just so easy because it's one of those, it's a subdivision, I guess. Yeah, and it's so cute and quaint the way that this place is laid out. But the houses are on, when I say on top of each other, on top of each other, but everybody in the community participates. So everybody's like out and, you know, waiting for you, which is nice. And we only have to go down literally one street and like their little bucket is like maxed out. So it doesn't take long either, which is nice. It was free. It wasn't as freezing as it was supposed to be. It was still cold, which worked out for what I wore. And the boys were fine. They didn't wear jackets. They're hot natured anyway. So it was an amazing day. They ate too much candy, that's for sure. And I'm like having anxiety at the house because they're like, eating the candy. And I had to like take it away the next day and kind of like organize it and divide it. Of course, it's still here. That's almost like we're going to be eating candy for a year until next Halloween because how much they got was nuts. Ate some homemade protein cereal Krispies. Love volume eating. That sounds delicious right now. I'm going to be eating lunch as soon as I get done talking to you guys. So that actually sounds really good. Yeah. And guys, the volume way of eating, I've been asked this a lot too, especially in my reverse program. When you are eating lower calorie, high volume way of eating is the way to go because you're eating lots more nutritious and quantity foods. You're going to feel fuller longer, but it's still on the low cal to reach your goals when you're in a calorie deficit. So it's amazing for that. When you're upping your calories and getting to maintenance, or if you're in a slight surplus, then you don't have to necessarily go towards high volume as much because you need more energy, hence calories, and you can, eat some more not hack foods, if that makes sense. And that's what my reversers are going through right now, trying to switch the mindset with eating like more like whole food, not gimmicky, and I don't want to say gimmicky, but you know what I mean, like low carb, low calorie breads and tortillas and stuff. Hang on. How does this? Wait a minute. See, I knew I was going to be all right, chat overlay. Let me look at that. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Technology. Let's see. All right, I got it now. How can I beat a sugar addiction? I'm struggling. If you are really struggling with sugary foods, this is my advice. Y'all know I don't say to eliminate anything in your diet anymore. I'm not about that. I'm not about fear mongering. I think all foods is just food. There's no good or bad foods for sure. But if you're someone that is struggling with sugar, with binge eating on particular foods, get those particular foods out of your house until you can get a grasp on things, Angela. Like that would be my suggestion. And look, I can show your guys' questions. See, look at me trying to get the technology working. But yeah, that's what I would do. There was one point in my journey when I was losing my initial weight that I could not have certain things in the house because I had, and I've mentioned this several times, I had a binge eating problem for sure. It was bad, like birthday cake, for example. Birthday cake was my jam. So, and look, birthdays don't come often, right? But if there was a birthday cake sitting on the table, you best believe in the middle of the night, I was getting up and mindlessly with a fork eating the cake just because I had no control over myself when it came to that. Like, it's so crazy when I go back and think about me doing those things or things I would never do now. It's nuts. Stephanie said, I heard you need 4 months to increase calories. I'd like to increase through the end of the year and cut in January, but heard you need 4 months. It's just relative to the person, Stephanie. Like I have so many that are in the reverse program that ended the shred, and it's going to be more than 6 weeks because when they end with me, they still have 30 days to maintain or until the next shred starts, which a lot of them are going to be joining that shred. That if you're serious about it and you're really focusing on progressively overloading in the gym, if you are lifting to failure with intent, and actually eating your protein, getting adequate sleep, getting your steps, getting your water, and just being serious about everything, you can do a lot in a short amount of time. And that's what I keep stressing. If y'all follow me on Instagram, I have been saying, I've been putting like a countdown on how many days are left to the end of the year. You can make serious results, whatever your goals are. If it is to build muscle, if it is to lose body fat, whatever your individual goal is, you can make a hell of a lot of progress in a short amount of time if you are consistent and if you are serious about it. Thank you, Christy. Let's see. Sherry says, love that. Enjoy every moment because they grow up fast. My youngest is 16. No more trick-or-treating. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to think about that. I love watching on TikTok all the teenagers trick-or-treating this year. Like a lot of TikToks were bad, like showing them being misbehaving, I guess you could say. But I saw a lot of them, like their inner child is what I'm trying to say. Like they're still out there trick-or-treating. And I have a thing I post on my Instagram every single year about if you have a trick-or-treater that's a teenager that comes to your door, hand over the damn Snickers because they're choosing childhood over partying and over like peer pressure and all the BS. You know what I'm saying? So let them be kids forever. Like let them be kids forever. Why not? And I've been stressing that so much lately, as I get older, is do what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy and don't worry about society. Don't worry about what other people think. Whatever brings you personal joy, pursue it and do it because life is too short not to. to enjoy it. And look, we get so much stress and BS as adults with everything that goes on anyway. We should be able to enjoy the little things, right? Christy says, I love that you're eating carbs now too. The guilt of carbs is a hard thing to overcome for sure, especially if you're coming from an overweight, a low carb space or a keto space for sure. I know a lot of people are still struggling with, hey, I was able to lose weight on keto pretty easily or on low carb. I've tried to eat a balanced way of eating and it's just slower for me to lose the weight. Well, obviously, because you're not restricting a whole food group, you know what I mean? And you're not shocking your body with eliminating something. If you eliminate something, guys, and you try to incorporate it back in, it's going to take your body a long time to adjust and get acclimated to having it back. Doesn't matter if it's carbs. It could be like you going on a dairy-free diet. Y'all know I did that way back in the day too. Your body is going to have a reaction when you go to incorporate it back. So thank you so much, Grace. Says, love watching the videos. Next shred. Good question. And I think, did I mention it? I think I might have mentioned it in the vlog that's posting Monday. Y'all make sure y'all are watching the vlogs if you're not watching the vlogs. Lots of information that goes into those versus like a grocery haul video or whatever. So the next shred is going to be on January 8th. All right. That's going to be the first program of 2024 is the next level shred, January 8th. That's a Monday. So week after the new year, I was going to start it on January 1st. Which is a Monday, but I was like, oh my gosh, people are going to want to enjoy their New Year's Day, right? Instead of like going right into a shred. Maybe not, I don't know, but that gives you guys a little bit of grace. And instead of it being a 6-week shred, this first one's going to be 8 weeks. I know. I had a lot of people from the past programs screaming at me that they wanted it to be longer. 6 weeks is not long enough for some of them. And they thought that 8 weeks would be a good sweet spot. So that is what we are doing. So set your calendars. I will have the enrollment for that about 2 or 3 weeks before the 8th for you to be able to sign up, pay your fee, all the thing, get ready. And I'll be advertising it on Instagram probably a week or 2 before that. So it'll be coming up actually, as far as me like talking about it and getting people ready for it. And, you know, a lot of people have already said that they're going to have the next level shred be a Christmas present to them. Like, hey, I'm going to get my husband to purchase. I mean, that's like awesome. Like that you are investing in your health and in yourself for Christmas, you know, that's awesome. So it's just something to think about. What's the best kind of coffee to drink if you're trying to lose weight? Any coffee, girl, just not like a Starbucks sugared the house drink, Grace. So like what I like to do, guys, is y'all know I make my protein coffee. I have a video for that here on YouTube. If you type in protein coffee, Nicole Burgess, the video will come up. And if you're investing in a protein powder, y'all know I like the PEScience. It saves you a lot of money is what I'm trying to say by doing it like that. You can do the already pre-made shakes, but they do get pricey, you guys know. And I just like the way that the PEScience Snickerdoodle tastes in all coffees. Now I will be doing like peppermint mocha and stuff here soon. And they do have like chocolate protein powders from PEScience. They do have a peppermint one, I'm pretty sure, that I still have on hand. So that's how I like to do it. But just I'm not saying don't drink Starbucks because y'all see me go to Starbucks quite often. I do like to do the shots of espresso with the pre-made shake on top is usually my go-to just because I'm trying to get the protein in whenever I can. But there's also low calorie options. What is it? The macro barista, whatever his name is. If you type in macro barista, it'll come up on Instagram and TikTok. But he has a million, y'all, and he's constantly coming up with new ones for the holiday drinks and stuff that are low calorie. Are they high protein? No. But if you're on the go and you're like, man, I want to treat myself to an under 100 calorie coffee, can do that versus getting the ones that are pre-made that are like, God. And look, I'm not anti-sugar, but I'm not drinking thousands of calories in a drink. I'm going to eat thousands of calories if I'm going to eat it. You know what I mean? Y'all feel what I'm saying out there? Sherry says she still went, but with her friends. Yes, they love to still do it with the trick-or-treating. Yes. Like, I hope that Waylon wants to go I know Trey's on board. He loves going trick-or-treating. He loves holding his little bucket and goes to the houses. And of course, since he's nonverbal, we like say trick-or-treat for him. You know what was so funny? Speaking of that, I was dressed up in my little skeleton thing and I had my makeup on. Trey and I are pretty much the same height now. He is 10, but he is pretty much, him and Waylon both are going to be humongous as far as their height. They're going to be towering over me. Trey is in no time. He's already like at level with me. there were several houses that we went, because I was holding his hand most of the time going up to trick or treat, and I'd say trick or treat, and he put out his bucket, and they're like, "Where's your bucket?" And they were like handing me candy like I was a kid. I was like, "I'll take it," I gave it to Trey. But a lot of the people thought I was, I guess, a teenager or something with Trey trick or treating. How funny is that? Let's see. I'm behind. Hang on. Hey, Lindy. Hey, girl. Just stopped by to say hi. Doing homeschool, so I can't stay. Well, thanks for stopping in, girl. Thanks for stopping in. Christy says 8 weeks. Let's go. Yeah, I thought it was a good sweet spot, right? So we've been doing 6 weeks, which let me tell you, the amount of progress that's been made on those 6 week shreds has been phenomenal. Okay, phenomenal. To be honest with you guys, the winner, the overall, because y'all know for the shreds, I do a $500 winner for most weight loss overall and a $250 winner for overall transformation, has nothing to do with the scale. Our winner from the first shred is the same winner from our second shred. She won both shreds. That is how committed you can be if you are consistent and determined. She won both. And she lost, what was it, over 50 pounds between both shred programs. Crazy, right? She is at her goal weight in less than a year. Now, granted, she lost some weight before she entered my program the first time, but holy smokes, right? So I feel like 8 weeks is a good sweet spot. A lot of people at the 6 week mark, that, you know, everybody's different, but a lot of people were like just getting into the rhyme and rhythm at 6 weeks, and they're like, it's over now. And I will tell you, with the shred and with the reverse programs, it's more than just a weight loss, or with the reverse program, a maintaining program. It's more than that, guys. We do the weekly Zooms. I constantly talk with everybody on email. Yeah, I have 24-hour access to me. It is a phenomenal program. And I get asked so much about one-on-one coaching and why I'm not doing it anymore, because these programs are more affordable. All right. Because one-on-one is so expensive to most people, but you're getting one-on-one coaching for a fraction of the price with these group programs. And a lot of people are turned off because of, oh, it's a group program. You're still getting one-on-one emails from me, DMs from me on Instagram. It's still very much one-on-one, even though the group aspect is you're doing it together with a bunch of people versus just you and I one-on-one. I feel like it's better than one-on-one, you know, as far as paying for one-on-one. So there's that. Angela said, I'm really enjoying the reverse group, so I'm super excited for the shred. Yes, I'm enjoying this. Y'all know I've mentioned in the vlogs too, and I mentioned to the reversers every week on our Zooms, that the reverse program is my baby, just because I love being able to restore if any women had a unhealthy metabolism, if they were already way too low calorie, and I'm trying to get them back to a healthy calorie range before they do a shred later in the future. And for my ones that are trying to build just all the different aspects of where people are on their journey in that reverse program, it just brings me so much joy to be able to get women to where they need to be instead of where they think they need to be, or, you know, where society has told them they need to be as far as what they should be eating, what pant size they should be in, what number they should be on a scale. It's definitely a whole mind revelation program, I feel, for the reverse, that I just absolutely am obsessed with. I'm obsessed with it so much. I love Starbucks. Laughing out loud. I'll look that one up right after. Right, I'd rather eat more and drink less, for sure. Like, if I'm getting my calories in, I want it to be from eating. Because, guys, when you're drinking calories, it's not filling you up. Hence why you keep grabbing towards food. And that's just calories on calories adding up. Hence why you aren't losing weight. Hence why you're gaining weight. Hence why you're maintaining if you're trying to lose, all the things. So don't do empty calories from drinks. Hello. I see some of you guys entering. I found some good low carb, sugar-free creamer options in Walmart lately. Yeah, and look, I have nothing against, personally, there's nothing that you're going to hear me say if you guys are drinking and you're like, oh, Nicole, what about this? You know, because I get asked about certain things all the time. People screenshot stuff and send it to me on Instagram, or ask me in the grocery hauls as far as products are concerned. Anything, guys, that you're doing to make a better swap than what you were doing is the step in the right direction. Don't let people fear monger you as far as ingredients and all this stuff. You know, I got trapped in that rabbit hole myself during the keto days, and so glad I escaped it. Escaped it for sure, because it's a dark place to be, and it's just doing nothing but hindering yourself, hindering your goals from what you truly want, because you're worried about nonsense. Worry about the things that matter. Worry about the things that matter. Let's see. Sherry says, you look so cute. Thank you. I tried. I tried for the day of. My goal was to be like cozy comfort for and mommin for Halloween day. Y'all know I had a whole different outfit for the Halloween party for my sister's house. Man, what? And then I did my screen pictures. I posted on my community tab. If y'all commented on that, thank you, or thumbs that up. I appreciate it so much. But y'all know spooky season, Halloween is my jam. And not just during that year, but all year round. Right. And it's just funny because, you know, some of y'all were saying in the grocery hauls about, oh my gosh, I love you so much because you already have your Christmas tree up. And look, if it wasn't for Waylon, my Christmas tree would not be up. I'm just letting you guys know. He is obsessed with Christmas like I am Halloween. He loves Halloween. Christmas is his absolute favorite. And if he asked me one more time to put that tree up, this was like a couple of days after Halloween, I was going to like, you know, I don't want to say it on here, but you know what I mean? I was like, oh my gosh, just put the damn tree up. So we did. All of the inside is decorated Christmas, done. I took down all the Halloween stuff finally yesterday, except for the 2 animatronics, because me and the hubs are going to do that together. And I have my little like fall stuff by the door. And then after Thanksgiving, I will put Christmas outside. Yeah. try to get its worth, at least inside. My son just turned 12 and he's taller than me. Brittany, girl, Trey's going to be taller than me probably by next year, because we are like even. Hey, Shauna, good afternoon, girl. Good afternoon. 2 questions. You posted an Instagram video about chasing the right numbers. How do you not compare yourself to your old pictures where you're smaller? Because when I was smaller, that's not where I wanted to be, to answer you quite frank, Stephanie. So I love that you asked this, because I've been trying to scream this to the rooftops on the vlogs and nobody's listening. I feel like no, boop, boop. Nobody's listening. So when I got down to those low weight pictures, which I am going to post that reel on YouTube actually today when we get done with this, to be honest, that was like me at 128. I'm 5'6". That's just not where I thought I wanted to be there. So I was chasing numbers, right? Nothing infatuated me more during those keto days and then transitioning the beginning from keto to low carb than the scale. That was it for me. I was only chasing the scale, and me getting down to a certain number was all that mattered. And that's not the mentality that we should have. It's an unhealthy mentality, to be honest with you. So those pictures, I was like 128, 128. And when I got down to that number I was chasing and I thought I needed to be to, I looked in the mirror and I was like, no ass, no shoulders. Like, this is not what I signed up for. This is not what I envisioned for myself. What is happening? And I had to really do a total mind shift and say, Nicole, what do you want for yourself? Don't worry about what society wants for you, what the internet wants for you, as far as like me being on social media. Like, what do you want? What do you ultimately want? And what I ultimately wanted was to have shape and a figure and to be strong. All right. Chasing the feeling of strong gives me so much confidence than anything. I will tell you, when I was that low weight, I was not happy. I was still self-conscious. I was not as comfortable in my own skin as I am now. And the scale is way up than that 128, right? So the confidence that you get from being strong totally outweighs a number that's popping up and flashing on the scale. And I keep preaching to the rooftops that only you know what you weigh. All right. Most people think you weigh less than you do. I saw somebody I've been following for years today. She posted her weight and I was floored at how much she weighed. Not because I'm like, oh my God, she weighs so much, but what I'm seeing is way less in my mind than what the actual number is popping up. Okay. For her. And I'm like, yes, you know, and muscle weighs something, guys. So if you're wanting to get strong, if you're wanting an ass, I get so many ladies, I want big glutes. Well, you're not going to get big glutes by running on the treadmill every single day and starving yourself. That's not going to happen. You're going in the opposite direction. So anything that you want to grow and build, you have to feed it and give it what it needs. All right, period. And I just had to have that talk with myself and that revelation that skinny was not what I was chasing. It was not what I was chasing. What does it matter to me when I'm 80 years old if I'm wearing a size 0 and I have no muscle mass on my frame? Nothing. You know what matters to me is that I don't care what size I am, but am I able to run around my grandkids? Am I able to lift something on my own instead of having to call Waylon and say, hey, can you come help me lift this box? Like, just stupid shit like that. Like, I want to be able to be independent as an old woman and freaking fierce and kick ass as I'm 80 years old. I don't want to have to depend on anybody, and I don't want anybody to have to take care of me. You know? Stephanie says, I get very passionate about that topic, okay? Because been there, lived it, done it. 2, if someone needs a one-on-one coach, do you recommend anyone? Yes, my girl Jen, of course. She is a coach through the First Form app. So if you're already using the First Form app, you can request her as a coach, which is included in the monthly fee that you already pay for First Form, which is ridiculous. So you pay, it's stupid. It's like what, it's like $12 or something a month that you're paying for the app, but it's not even paying for the app. You're paying for a coach. And yes, she can help guide you. She does charge for one-on-one coaching outside of First Form, but that would be where I start, is with her for sure. But the group programs are amazing, guys. Knowing I want to work with you though. Thank you, Stephanie. Like I said, y'all get so much one-on-one, even though it is a group program with and not only are you getting the program and access to me one-on-one, you're getting tons of other ladies and gentlemen that are doing it with you and supporting you on a daily. We have the closed Instagram chats for each of the programs every time. And the amount of support that is in those closed chats is unfathomable. It is like ridiculous how they lift and motivate each other on a daily, give each other tips and tricks, just share the stuff that you would want to share like with your best friend if they were going through the same thing with you. You have that access every second of the day with that program that you don't get with just one-on-one. So there's that too. That's why I love it more so. Chrissy says, great question, Stephanie. I'm 23 workouts into Planet Fitness myself, and I'm always searching videos. Yes, guys. Look, there's still new exercises that are like Greek and foreign to me since I've joined the new gym. I'm like, what the heck is this? And I'll like YouTube it and get a little tutorial to kind of like figure out like how my form should be and stuff before I start it. I am no expert. I say that all the time. I've only become, I don't want to say an expert, but things through doing it myself. Like I still get people that say things about me doing the pull-ups and stuff, guys. There is I cannot wait to post this like little pull-up reel. It's like 10 seconds, but you know, I have old footage of me attempting to do a pull-up way back when I was like 128, guys. First off, when I look at that little clip of me trying to do a pull-up and I'm 128 pounds, I'm like, when I'm looking at my body, I'm like, so your whole mind shift changes when you start to become focused on being strong versus skinny, I will tell you. Because I look at that and I'm like, girl, you were so in an unhealthy space mentally and physically there. But yeah, I was 128 pounds. You might think, oh, she's skinny, she's strong. Skinny does not equate to strong. It does not. Okay, so just get that out of your mind to begin with. Yes, I had hardly any body fat on my body, but I had zero upper body strength whatsoever. Zero. I couldn't even hardly get my shoulder blades up like this in the video. You can see it without being dusted. No. No. Yes, Jen still does one-on-one. I'm excited for the January shred for sure, Chrissy says. Y'all have been blowing me up on the vlogs about the shred coming up in 2024, and I'm excited for it too. I feel like that shred is going to be kick ass because it's the beginning of the new year. Everybody's hyped. It's going to be a longer program. I feel like a lot more people are going to join that one. So we're going to have a lot more people in the group to lift and motivate and hype each other up. So I think it's going to be an awesome collective group of people for sure. I'm excited for it too. Kimberly says, I swap candy bars for Bear making my sweets with sugar substitutes, making iced protein coffee. Yes, even in winter. Girl, me too. I drink iced coffee year round, so don't feel bad. Got the tip from one of your vlogs and used it for snack ideas. I love those Bear. They are so good. I'm almost out. Now I made a huge order. I got like 4 boxes. They were like buy one, get one free or buy one, get one half off on Vitamin Shop. This has been a few months ago when y'all saw me start to eat them, but I love them. I also love the Built Puff Chunks. Got to be Built Puff Chunks. They have the s'more ones. They have the cookies and cream is still my #1 favorite, and it still might be on site. They have chocolate chip cookie dough. The snickerdoodle one's good too. But any of the ones that say Puff Chunk, fire. Fire. And I have a discount for those, which I don't with Bear. So there's that. Hi, Julie. Hi, Crush Flora. I'm behind on the chat. Sherry says, honestly, you've helped me increase my calories the right way, more protein, more whole foods, and not being afraid of eating carbs. Thank you. You're so welcome. And I am just so, I think I might have mentioned this, and we're all on the same wavelength all the time. I think I might have mentioned this in the vlog that comes out on Monday, that I'm so blessed to do what I do on a daily, #1. And I'm so blessed to be a part of y'all's lives and your journey. It just means so much to me to see you guys win at life. It means everything. And I think that's why I love the group program so much as well, because it's the people that have been with me since the first shred. They're doing a shred, they're doing a reverse, they're going through the cycles and they're going through the motions and doing it the right way. And we've talked about this many times, that this is not a race. This is a life. We're going to be doing this until they put us in the ground. We should be anyway. There is no end point. You get to certain goals and you just keep working on yourself, right? But it's just so rewarding for me to see you guys win. Just like I was talking about our winner from the first shred to the second shred, to see her progress from April to now is mind blowing. To see her confidence and like where she's going in the next chapter of her life is just so fulfilling to me. And y'all are such a motivator and an inspiration for me on a daily to keep doing my job and keep doing what I do in hopes of helping someone else. I've mentioned this way back in the videos before. If my videos help one person, I'm doing what I was meant to do. I'm doing what I'm set to do. And I truly mean that. Y'all are too funny. A girl, you know, we love our chemicals. Yes, we love our chemicals and we have no shame about it. Look, you know, there's so many fitness influencers that are making videos from some of the people we know that are fear mongers and like really putting them on blast hard lately. And look, I'm not going to do that. You hear me? I didn't even drop names because I'm just not that person. But I'm kind of internally loving it because it's just ridiculous. It really is ridiculous for people to scare you into thinking something just because they're doing that. They're wanting to scare you from certain things to guide you their way and buy their programs, buy their plan, buy their products. All right, their products and stuff like that. That's what they're really doing all that for. It is a business and a marketing scheme. It isn't because they actually care about you or really even believe in the information they're pushing. Period. It's ridiculous. Stay away from those people. Stay away. Run. Kimberly says, I lost 40 pounds just following along with the shred through the videos, but doing the shred for reals this time in January. Got a little bit more to lose. Awesome, Kimberly. I'm so happy to have you on board. And yeah, y'all hear me say all the time when we're doing the programs, I'm like, y'all following alongside of us. That's what that's what the vlogs are for, guys, is to help motivate and push you along your journey, whether you're in my actual program or not. Like, y'all still see me putting out content on YouTube because I still care about everybody, whether you're in my program or not. Of course, I'd love you to be in my programs, obviously, but I also understand if you can't, and I still want to see you succeed and win at life, right? So that's why I'm still putting out recipes and tips and inspiration chats and stuff like that in the vlogs for you guys. because I care about y'all. Jessica says, can you talk a little more about your shred program? Does it include a meal plan? So yes, it will include a meal plan for whatever calories I have set for you. You will get customized macros catered to you. I say this for the shred and the reverse program because I feel like some people think that they can just get on the calculator and figure it out. Look, you can on your tracker, you personally can, but I use the actual calculator as a tool, and I tweak and adjust it to what I think you individually need for yourself as far as fat, protein, carbs, all right, your calories, those type of things. I don't just let it spit something out and that's what you get. No, that's not what happens as far as your macros. Your meal plan will be a example meal plan. So it'll be a meal plan for like a day, which includes your pre-workout, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, dessert. It will be calculated by the gram. It will have what the calories are for each meal, the fat, protein, carbs, all the things. So it is all broken down to pretty much all you have to do is copy and paste it in your individual tracker for the day, okay? At the bottom, you will have tons of resources. Everything I've put out on YouTube, everything I've put out on Instagram will have the title, the calories, the protein, and will have the exact link for you to go to that recipe and find it easily. So it's awesome from there to take the things I put at the bottom and mix and match your breakfast, your lunches, and dinners and swap them out to make your rest of your days for your meal plan for the rest of the week. All right. But I do that because I don't want to give you guys, and I do this for when I was doing one-on-one coaching as well. I don't want to give you guys Monday through Sunday to the gram, to the calorie, everything, and you just mindlessly put it in your tracker. What are you learning about tracking by doing that? Nothing. You're just doing mindlessly what I tell you to put in your tracker, and you have no idea how to calculate your day on your own. It's so important for you guys. I say what it's called macro Tetris for you to figure it out on your own, because the whole goal for me, and I say this in my programs, is for you to not be in my program forever. I don't want you to be in my shred for 5 years. I want you to be in my shred for however long it takes for us to get the weight off and do the reverse and get you to maintenance. And then I want you to go on your merry way and do this on your own. That's the goal, is for you to be able to thrive on your own doing this. And by me coddling you guys, by just giving you every single day meal plan like that, I'm not teaching you anything in the process to track your macros. I never bought a plan or anything to do any of this, no matter what type of lifestyle I was doing. I've always done it myself, and I've learned a lot by doing it myself. So that's my reason for that. You will get a workout plan as well, Jessica, an example workout split, which can be either for the gym or for at home. Whichever you put on your application will get one or the other, and can definitely be adjusted to the person. And we will talk about progressive overload expectations for your workouts in the shred. You will get a tracker as far as tracking your weight. You'll get, social media stuff to be able to post. We have the Zoom. That's an hour every single Sunday, one before the program starts, one every week, and then one at the very end. And access to me in the group chats on Instagram, via email. So it's very one-on-one. You get a lot, is what I'm saying, for what it is. And I've had so many people be successful in both programs, not just the shred. Let me get caught up. I get long-winded, y'all know. Not verbatim. Lane Norton said people always look a little things in as being bad, but you know what else is bad? Being fat. Well, it's not so much about, it's just being unhappy in your own skin. All right. So that's what I've been trying to preach to, because some people will, tell me, you looked better when you were 128. Well, that's beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? So you might have thought that I looked better at 128, but I didn't feel good at that weight. And that's what matters, is yourself, guys. It's what you are happy in. All right. So there's that. But yes, not having chronic back pain, not, being weighed down by extra weight that doesn't need to be there, is very freeing when you get it off. I'm coming out of that carbs are evil life and hitting the gym, about to feed these glutes. Girl, you need the carbs for the glutes. You need the carbs and the protein, all right? A mixture of both, not just carbs. But y'all have seen me if you've been watching the vlogs as of recently. I've been upping my carbs prior to my workouts, just because I feel like, carbs are pure energy, right? So I'm eating that to give me a boost of energy and the little boost of strength I need to be able to go as hard and heavy as I can in the gym, hence gaining muscle, especially if you are following up with carbs and protein after your workout. So it's important. The protein is the number one goal, but you definitely need carbs. And I know some people will disagree with me on this, but it helps it, I don't want to say go by faster, but it won't be as slow. And especially if you're trying to grow your bottom half, you need carbs. You need carbs in your diet. Faux show. My coworker told me, what's the point of going to the gym and you're eating all this food? Then he asked, can you do a push-up? I did 10. Yeah, preach. Period. Period. Yeah. And a lot of people keep asking me why I still track and keep a tally on what I'm eating, because I truly believe this, that if I did not track, I would undereat just because I'm so busy with work and mom life all the time. And I know you guys can relate that you get so caught up in stuff that you have to make a point to go get your meal prep or go into the kitchen and eat because you're just so hyper focused on getting your work done or whatever you're doing that's taking up your time. And I would definitely undereat. The protein for me is not a problem as far as me getting the protein in and entering my tracker and making my day. That's not a problem. But it would be a problem if I didn't track it, because I'm still mind blown by like, damn, I need that much on the plate to get this much protein. I would not be getting enough protein. I would not be eating enough if I wasn't tracking. Is the goal to track for life? No. The goal is to not forever track. But where I am in my journey right now, I'm prioritizing the protein and I need to make sure I'm getting it in. And I wouldn't be able to do that, I don't feel like, if I was tracking, just because of life and me still learning when I weigh it out, like, damn, that's how much deli meat I needed. Oh, I was only going to put this much on the plate, but I need to put this much on the plate. Wow. Okay. Mind blowing. Yeah. Tracking is mind blowing for all the things, whether you were in a weight loss mode, maintain mode, or a build mode, for sure. Sherry said, just place the build order. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, my code is NBURGGESS, guys. Y'all don't ever buy anything that I talk about. If I have a code, don't buy it without using the code. I use my own code on it. God, y'all know I buy all this stuff with my own coin, all right? They're not sending all this stuff, all right? They're not. I wish they were. But I use my own code to buy all the stuff because why not? Especially in today's age, we got to save that coin where we can, right? We got to save it where we can. So thank you so much, Sherry. Do you feel like you can gain weight if you swap out all the regular sugars for the so-called artificial sugars? Can gain weight? No. Or like saying like unintentionally? No. You'll find that if you are like eating all real sugar stuff and you're trying to lose weight and you swap out, regular Coke for Diet Coke, you're going to lose weight. All right. That's going to lessen your overall caloric intake for the day, putting you in a calorie deficit if you're not eating total trash food along with that. And you're going to be in a calorie deficit. Those little swaps, guys, make a huge difference. We were talking about like your liquid calories earlier with coffees or with like real sugary sodas and stuff like that. Just certain sweets and things. If you swap, yes, the artificial sugars and stuff like that, it will make a huge difference for weight loss. All right. That's what those people are not talking about when they're fear mongering you into, oh, this is going to, first off, they're not even showing you the scientific research, which debunks what they're saying, but they're not even worried about you losing weight. They're not even talking about weight loss. It means no sense. It makes no sense. Like, it really doesn't. It's a bunch of foolery. Foolery. What do I love about coaching? I just mentioned it. I love seeing you guys win at life. That is what I love so much, is seeing you guys succeed. What makes me even happier is the reverse programs with seeing, I have all ladies in the reverse, no guys in the reverse for this one, and seeing ladies just feel badass in their own skin, feeling strong, coming on and telling the whole group, hey, I was only doing 15s last week for my military press and now I'm doing 20s. I could barely even do whatever before. Like, that is what puts a fire under my ass so much, is you guys winning and sharing your stories. That's what I love about coaching. It's helping you guys. That's the whole point, is to help you guys. Hi, CC Mom, Nana. Let's see what we got. Natural items as much as you can, but for the example, Bold House dressing, contains a quarter of carbs and natural dressings recommended. Yeah, and guys, do what's best for you too. Like if you were totally like, hey, I'm not eating that because it's got something in it and I just don't want to consume that. I'm not telling you to. You guys hear me say all the time, like do what's best for you. I'm not telling you to drink skinny syrups if you don't want to drink skinny syrups. Like I'm not pushing anything on you guys that like, oh, you have to do this to be successful. You don't hear me saying that as far as foods and stuff. What I do say you have to do to be successful as far as weight loss is to be in a calorie deficit and prioritize your protein and lift. That's what you have to do. That has nothing to do with the ingredients and stuff that you're eating. You didn't hear me say any of that. So do what's best for you and y'all make your own judgment on what you want to do for your own selves. But just know at the end of the day, you don't have to stress about the things that people are telling you need to stress about. Just saying. I said what I said. I said what I said. I need when making cookies and use alternative sugars. Can I still use regular flour? I use regular flour. I don't use any type of like coconut flour, almond flour anymore. Coconut, almond flour, look, yeah, guys, that stuff's, it's great as far as it being like natural and blah, blah, blah. It's high calorie. It's high calorie because it's flourized almonds and coconut, which by themselves, if you're just eating them raw, is high calorie as it is, right? So those are going to be higher calorie flours than just your regular flour. Regular flour is not the devil. Carbs are not the devil. I promise you guys. I promise you. If y'all actually track and weigh your food on what you're consuming each and every day, and you get myself or someone to put you on a macro plan, you are going to be successful if you're consistent and you stick at it. Period. It is when you guys don't track, don't weigh, don't work out, don't drink your water, your sleep is shit, and you just make the weekends, you go for a free-for-all because during the week you were so consumed with ingredients and blah, 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 and the weekend comes and you're like, screw it, and you just go crazy. And then it's a cycle that you guys do over and over, and then you're like, what happened? I know what happened. Do you know what happened? And I say that all the time in the vlogs, guys. Like, ultimately, everything lies on you guys. Everything. And again, just going with coaching and in the group program, I can make your macros. I can give you a meal plan. I can give you a workout plan. We can meet every week. We can talk every day. If you're not doing what you need to do on your end, you're not going to be successful. You've got to put in the work. What you put in is what you get out. That's it. And guys, sometimes I know I'm coming off harsh sometimes. I know people are like, man, you're a little rude, you're a little hard. Look, sometimes you gotta tell it how it is. And you guys need to hear what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And I've mentioned many times that that's the only thing that got my ass a moving way back in the day when I lost my initial weight, is because someone had the balls to finally look me in the face and tell me what I needed to hear and not what I wanted to hear. And because of that, I made a change. If he had not have told me that, I don't know if I'd be sitting here talking with you guys. Period. So there's that. I think I'm caught up on the chat. Y'all keep asking your questions. I love the questions. Did y'all, speaking, going into a different gear, did y'all buy any of the new nut butters for the Nutty Wonderland launch? That was Tuesday. Did y'all buy any? I told you guys which two to get were my recommendations. Y'all know I keep it real in all aspects, but even that too, like I'm not going to push some, I mean, look, and there's some people that are affiliates with American Dream and they kill me because they get on and they're like, each one, oh my gosh, it's so good. Oh my gosh, you must buy. And I've mentioned every one of these nut butters is fire. There's not going to be one where you're like, damn, that's nasty. No, they're all good. But you can't eat every one and be like, it's a must buy for every single one. Like, come on, you know there's ones that you like more than others. Be real. That's what I hate. I hate when people are not real. When people are just doing it to make a coin. Like, yeah, it might be your job, but you got to be authentic. You got to be authentic. Sherry says, keeping it real. Like I just said, with everything, girl, with everything. My recommendation, if you hadn't bought any, like I told you guys, this one. I mean, if I could only pick one, this one. This one is so good, and I know it's glared the house. You can't see. Caramel and chocolate dipped pretzel. Oh my gosh, it's so good. one of my new like favorites. Y'all know I have some diehard favorites. And I hope they bring Naughty or Nice back, because I have one. When it retired last year, I bought like 10 and only have one. Shows you how much I like it. I have one left in the pantry. And I was so sad that they didn't bring it in this Christmas launch. The past, they've done 2 Christmas launches, so I'm hoping Naughty or Nice will be in that other one for sure. That's what I'm hoping. But I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I appreciate you guys so much for joining me on a Thursday afternoon. I know y'all got things to do, so I just wanted to pop in and answer questions and chat with you guys. I know I've said this in the past, but I really am going to be hard on myself. I am going to start doing these at least once a month, if not twice a month, because I really do enjoy them. And I think you guys like the option of being able to ask me in real time about things, and I love answering you guys. Also, I also took some feedback in the grocery haul last week. I had some people asking for some budget grocery type videos, like I did the body on the budget. I have that playlist, guys, with some awesome videos in it already. But I did go to Dollar Tree Thursday for my OGs. I went to Dollar Tree and I filmed a macro-friendly protein option Dollar Tree video, all right, for people that are on a budget. So I still got to edit it and do all that stuff, but that'll be coming next week. So make sure y'all watch that one because it was requested by a ton. Sherry says she's going to the gym. Get it, girl, get it. Y'all are so sweet and y'all are so welcome. My trigger drink is soda. How would you replace this? I hate plain water, so I struggle. Regular soda, Marsha, because if it's just regular soda, I would swap out to the 0 sugar sodas. That's what I drink, and I absolutely love them. And, you know, chemicals and people give me hate for it, but guess what? We're making progress by drinking it. By drinking it. You know, and it's crazy too. One thing I will point out about what people will come for you for and say once you start making yourself a priority and trying to do better for yourself instead of just mindlessly eating and drinking stuff. And then all of a sudden people have something to say, but they weren't saying anything when you were stuffing your face with McDonald's or Little Debbie cakes or real Coca-Cola, you know, things like that. Nobody ever said anything to me then when I was 230 pounds and binge eating and doing all the craziness. But now I'm drinking a 0 sugar soda and it's like the world's going to end. You know, it's like, oh my God, you're going to die. Really? I was going to die because I was morbidly obese, had no muscle, and was chronically in pain all the time. That's how I was going to die. But okay, thanks. Thanks for that. Love this community and love you, Nicole. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Go get it at the gym, girl. Go get it. Go kill it at the gym. I hate them, so I can't do it all. Oh, I hate that for you, Marsha. All right, so girl, I would do, and you said water, can't do water. I hate plain water. I would do water if you don't mind like lemon or lime or like berries in your water, just some like infused water. Maybe that might help get it down. You know, I did plain water forever, and then I switched to lemon water, and now I'm doing my skinny syrups and water packets because the water talk got me. The water talk bug got me, but, you know, I enjoy it. Hence why my mouth is blue, because I had the shark attack water this morning. Chemicals doing the body good, girl. Haters gonna hate, appreciate. All right, guys, but I'm going to go and whip up some lunch. What did y'all have for lunch before we go? Let's talk food for a minute. I am having a quick red beans and rice. And somebody asked me on Instagram, they were like, girl, what's the recipe? I don't have a recipe. It's those dozen cousins red beans and rice in the pouches from Thrive Market. I have a bunch on hand. I'm trying to go through things in the pantry and the freezer. I'm doing a good job. Even though y'all see me buy a lot in the grocery hauls, that's crap that the family goes through on a week and it's gone. But as far as like staples and freezer stuff, I'm trying to deplenish it, and we're getting there. But it's just one of those packets, and then one of the Thrive Market sausages, the Cajun sausages, and then half a cup of rice that I meal prepped in my rice cooker in the weekend. That's what I'm having. It's not a recipe. I do have a red beans recipe. You guys know, a slow cooker recipe. We do make that for dinner all the time. The first video I ever made on, well, not the first one, but the first cooking video, at least, I ever made on YouTube. Like what? Going on 8 years? Y'all, how is that even possible? How is that even possible that I've been doing this for 8 years? The time goes by so quick. So that's why you got to use it, guys. Use that time to your advantage. Everybody looks at time as, oh my gosh, it's so long. It's such an obstacle to get to where I need to be. It's going to go by anyway, and it goes by like that. So you might as well do what you need to do to get to where you want to be. Thank you so much. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I clicked the wrong one. Love your videos. Help motivate me to lose 51 pounds. That is awesome, VP. That is awesome. Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy. That makes my heart so full. 51 pounds. That is incredible. Be happy because you did that. You did that. Yes, indeed. I have been on the water talk recipes either, but not great. Marsha, I don't know what to tell you, girl. Marsha's like, I just like the regular soda, and there is no compromising. You know, we can't have the regular soda, though. I will tell you, that's doing nothing but derail your progress. So you got to find something that works. You just keep trying and testing things. That's all you can do. Keep trying things out until you find something you're like, oh my gosh, I love this, and just put it on repeat. Since the shred is 8 weeks, is the price different? Jen says, yes, it will be different. The 6-week shred was going to be a different price too, just because it's been at the price it's been for a year now. And you guys know with everything the way it's going, it would have to go up. I'm not talking anything drastic, a little bit. But yes, the 8-week shred will be a little bit more, not much. All right, not much. Charcuterie style lunch is one of my favorites. Cottage cheese, chicken salad, cucumbers, and pretzel thins, and turkey lunch meat. That's like one of my favorite things, Cece, is to do like just what you said. That's delicious. I love doing that. And y'all get so much protein by doing that. Y'all always think y'all have to meal prep and like think out the box and go crazy. And you guys don't. Like there's like, I mean, the chicken salad she made, but you know, you could even up the cottage cheese and the turkey lunch meat for your protein and have your little carb sides and, you know, do something with a healthy fat, maybe some avocado, a boiled egg, something like that. And you didn't have to put any actual cooking involved, especially if you're like on the go working. I know a lot of y'all message me that you're like literally eating out of your car in between like going to see clients and stuff like that. So that's a good option. Turkey sandwich and a Built Bar. I had a sandwich yesterday. There ain't nothing hits like a good Sammy, right? A good Sammy. Love it. Speaking of food, planning on making your Mississippi pot roast again this weekend, Kimberly says. One of our favorites. We had it last week. Y'all have got to try some of the new ones I've posted. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I do eventually post them here as a YouTube short, guys. That's where I've been posting the recipes. And I do have them saved in a playlist for y'all to make it easy to go back and find all of them together. But the chicken spaghetti, that is one everybody's been raving about, and it is really good. The ravioli, and I have all these new crock pot videos I've been bringing to you guys. I have a new one I'm going to try out next week. I'm posting today on Instagram. I'm posting that beef creamy noodle bake casserole thing. We've made it a couple of times and everybody loves it. That's going to be posting after I get off with you guys on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, follow me, because a lot of stuff comes there first as far as like food stuff, and then it comes to YouTube after. So follow me on both platforms for sure. But yeah, lots of good recipes, and thank y'all so much. And if y'all are on Instagram and y'all make any recipes for me, tag me, because I love to be able to share in my stories of y'all cooking anything that we make. Love the videos in these chats. You're motivating. Keep it real. Thank you so much, Kimberly. I appreciate you being here, girl, for real. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be here. You too, Stacy. You too, girl. I see you. I see you. All right. Well, y'all enjoyed your lunch. I know it's late. I've been eating my lunch later these days. So there's that. But thank y'all so much for taking time, like I said, to come and chat with me. I'm going to start doing these at least once a month. So be on the lookout when I've been posting when they're going to come. And I'll have them at different times too. That way we can kind of accommodate everybody as well. This was just a good time for me today. But thank y'all so much. Y'all so much for the love and support in the videos. All the program stuff will be upcoming. So make sure that bells are clicked on everywhere so you're notified about everything. But I hope y'all have an awesome day. Y'all end this week strong. We got one more day tomorrow. And y'all have a great upcoming weekend, okay? I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.